To create a new reality, you must first change your mental state. The mind and body must be aligned with the future you desire before it manifests. Joe Dispenza. Altering your mental state to attract what you desire is a profound process of self-mastery that begins with the recognition that your mind, thoughts, and emotions are directly shaping your reality. What you think and feel every day sends a clear message to the quantum field, and that message in turn begins to shape the world around you. If you want to create something new in your life, the first step is to change how you think, and more importantly, how you feel. You must become a new person emotionally and mentally before external changes occur. Our mental state is often conditioned by old patterns and limiting beliefs that keep us stuck in the past. The brain, accustomed to the familiarity of these repeated ideas, continues to reproduce the same thoughts, triggering the same emotions. If you wake up every day thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same emotions, and acting the same way, you inevitably recreate the same day, month, and year. True change begins when you consciously decide to think differently, and by doing so, start freeing yourself from the conditioning of the past. One of the most powerful ways to alter your mental state is through the practice of creative visualization. This means imagining yourself already living the life you desire, in vivid detail. The mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is intensely imagined. When you allow yourself to mentally experience what you want to create, you start shaping a new reality in your brain. Visualization isn't just about seeing things happen, but about feeling how you would feel if you had already achieved your goals. Emotion is the energy that moves the quantum field and attracts what you desire. By combining clear thoughts with elevated emotions, you begin to resonate at a different frequency, one that attracts the people, circumstances, and events that align with this new state. The key here is practice and repetition. Your mental state doesn't change overnight. You need to consistently take time to visualize yourself as the version of yourself who has already achieved what you desire. Over time, your brain starts creating new neural patterns, strengthening those images and emotions, and your body begins to adjust to this new reality. Initially, it might feel strange, as if you're trying to feel something that hasn't happened yet. But this conscious practice of becoming before your future manifests is what will bring about the deepest changes. Another powerful tool to change your mental state is meditation. When you meditate, you disconnect from the external world and turn your attention inward. This process is essential to breaking the repetitive thought patterns that keep your mind anchored in the past. Through meditation, you train your mind to be present, which interrupts the automatic cycles of thoughts and emotions that keep you stuck in the same reality. As you enter a deep meditative state, you begin accessing the quantum field, where infinite possibilities exist. It is in this state that you can start planting the seeds of a new reality. Meditation also helps you create coherence between the heart and brain. When these two parts of your being are in sync, your electromagnetic field becomes stronger and more organized, emitting a clear, energetic signature to the universe. This coherence is essential for attracting what you desire, because the more aligned your thoughts and feelings are, the more powerful the signals you emit to the quantum field. By meditating daily, you not only calm your mind, but also begin reprogramming it to think and feel differently, thus changing both your inner and outer reality. Another fundamental part of this process is understanding that your emotions are the fuel for creation. If you want to alter your mental state to attract something new, you need to generate emotions that resonate with that future. Emotion is what transforms a simple thought into a powerful creation. Thoughts are the map, but emotions are the energy that moves you in that direction. Therefore, begin cultivating elevated emotions like gratitude, love, joy, and enthusiasm, even before you see tangible results. It may seem counterintuitive, but by vibrating in these emotions, you align your energy with the future you desire, and the quantum field responds to this. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions you can cultivate. When you feel gratitude, you're sending a clear message that you already have what you desire, even if it hasn't manifested physically. Gratitude transforms your perception of the present moment and creates a vibrational field that attracts more of what you're grateful for. When you give thanks for an abundant life, for health, for love, even before you have concrete evidence, You're training your body and mind to live in that state of abundance, and inevitably, the universe responds. It's important to remember that persistence and consistency are essential in this process. Changing your mental state and attracting what you desire doesn't happen overnight. Along the way, you'll encounter challenges and internal resistance because the old you will always try to revert to familiar patterns. The brain is accustomed to following the same neural pathways, and your body is used to feeling the same emotions. When you start to change, these patterns may intensify, trying to pull you back into the known. This is where true transformation happens, when you keep your focus even when it feels difficult. Persisting in the practice of visualization, meditation, and changing thoughts and emotions will create new neural connections and emotional states, and over time, this will become your new way of being. The most important thing is not to give up. The mind and body learn through repetition, and every time you consciously choose a new thought and a new emotion, you're training your mind and body to live in an elevated state. This, in turn, changes the energy field around you and begins to attract new experiences and opportunities. Gradually, you'll notice that you're becoming a different person, vibrating in a new reality, and what once seemed impossible will begin to manifest. The final essential point is to act as if the future is already here. This is one of the most powerful practices you can adopt. Every day, act as if you're already living the life you desire. If you want more success, start acting, thinking, and feeling like someone who is already successful. If you want more love, begin behaving and vibrating as someone who is already in a fulfilling, loving relationship. By doing this, you're sending a clear signal to the universe that you're already aligned with that reality. Behavior, emotions, and thoughts, aligned with your desired future, create a powerful field of attraction. Remember, you are the creator of your reality. What you think, feel, and do at every moment is constructing the life you will experience. By consciously altering your mental state, cultivating elevated emotions, and acting as if your future is already real, you begin attracting what you desire. The universe doesn't respond to what you want, but to what you are. By becoming the kind of person who lives the reality you desire, you will inevitably see that reality manifest in your world. The power is in your hands, or rather, in your mind and heart. By acting as if the future you desire is already real, you're altering not just your mental state but also your energy field. Each of us emits an electromagnetic signature determined by what we think and feel. When your intentions, thoughts, and emotions align with the reality you want to attract, you start vibrating at a different frequency. This energy field is what interacts with the quantum field, and the more consistent you are in maintaining this alignment, the faster you will see results. However, most people fall into the trap of waiting for external circumstances to change before changing internally. They expect to feel happy when they land that dream job, fulfilled when they find that ideal relationship, or secure when they reach a certain level of financial stability. But this mentality of waiting for external conditions puts them in a cycle of unconscious creation. They're simply reacting to reality, not actively creating their lives. Conscious creation requires you to feel and live the emotion of the future you desire before it manifests. This is the essence of creating from the inside out. When you begin cultivating the thoughts and emotions that align with what you want to attract, something powerful happens. You start rewiring your brain and body for a new reality. Neuroscience has shown that the brain is malleable and capable of forming new neural connections, a phenomenon known as neuroplasticity. When you think differently, when you consciously choose new emotions, you are literally reorganizing the neural networks in your brain. Over time, these new connections become stronger, and the old patterns of thinking and behavior begin to weaken. This means that the more you practice living in harmony with the future you desire, the more natural this new way of being becomes. What once required conscious effort, thinking and feeling differently, starts to happen automatically. Your brain starts operating in accordance with this new reality, and your body, which had become accustomed to reacting with old emotions, also begins to adjust to this new emotional state. You transform into a new person, and this new identity begins attracting circumstances that reflect this internal transformation. It's also important to mention the role your beliefs play in the process of creation. Often we desire changes in our lives, but we carry deep-seated beliefs that sabotage our efforts. If on a conscious level you want abundance, but on an unconscious level you believe you're not worthy of prosperity, or that life is hard and full of limitations, those beliefs will block the manifestation of your desires. The subconscious mind is incredibly powerful, and the beliefs stored there guide much of our lives. Therefore, part of the process of altering your mental state involves identifying and transforming these limiting beliefs. One of the most effective methods to transform limiting beliefs is the conscious repetition of new ideas, accompanied by positive emotions. When you repeatedly affirm new beliefs aligned with your desired future, especially when in an elevated emotional state, these beliefs begin to take root in your subconscious. Affirmations such as, "I am worthy of abundance," "The universe supports all my dreams," or "I am in harmony with the life I desire," start to reprogram the subconscious mind. Over time, these new beliefs replace the old, limiting ones, and you begin to see life from a completely new perspective. Another crucial aspect is the emotional disconnection from the past. Often, what prevents us from creating a new reality is the emotional connection we still have with the past. When you constantly relive the same emotions from past events, anger, sadness, resentment, your body remains trapped in that experience. Even if you rationally desire something new, your body is addicted to the emotions of the past. To break free, you must consciously interrupt the cycle of old emotional reactions and start cultivating emotions that align with the future you desire. This doesn't mean suppressing or ignoring the past, but rather recognizing that it doesn't have to define your present or future. When you become aware of the emotional triggers that lead to automatic reactions, you can choose to respond differently. By doing this, you're taking your power of creation away from the past and bringing it into the present, where you can begin to consciously shape the reality you want. Each time you overcome a negative emotion or a limiting thought from the past, you are freeing yourself from its control and opening space for the new. Overcoming these old emotions and thoughts can be challenging, but this is where the importance of practicing mindfulness and being conscious of your internal states comes in. The practice of observing your thoughts and emotions without reacting automatically gives you the power of choice. When you're aware that a limiting thought or negative emotion is arising, you can interrupt the pattern and consciously choose to think and feel differently. This mindfulness practice is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Over time, you will be able to immediately recognize when your mental state is out of alignment with your desired future, and instead of getting lost in that state, you can redirect your mind and emotions. The power of conscious choice is what separates those who live reactively from those who actively create their lives. When you take responsibility for your thoughts and emotions, you realize that you are not at the mercy of circumstances or the external environment. You are the creator. Life is no longer something that happens to you. It becomes something you are actively shaping with every thought, emotion, and action you choose daily. Another essential aspect of the process of altering your mental state to attract what you desire is living in a state of abundance even if your external reality doesn't yet reflect that abundance. This means you need to start noticing and appreciating the abundance that already exists around you, in small and big things. When you focus on what is already abundant in your life, you begin to emit a vibration of gratitude and appreciation, which attracts more of what you're recognizing. Instead of focusing on what's lacking, you concentrate on what's already flowing, and this shift in perspective opens the door for more prosperity to enter your life. Scarcity is a mindset, and it's one of the biggest blocks to attracting what you desire. If you constantly think in terms of lack of time, lack of money, lack of love, you will be vibrating at that frequency of scarcity, and the quantum field will respond by bringing more circumstances that confirm this scarcity. But when you shift to a state of abundance, your reality begins to change to reflect that state. Remember, the universe responds to what you emit, not to what you want. By living in a state of abundance, regardless of current circumstances, you begin to tune your mind and body to the prosperity you want to attract. Finally, it's important to remember that conscious creation requires faith and patience. Altering your mental state and attracting what you desire isn't something that happens overnight. There are moments when you may not see immediate results, which can create doubt or frustration. But it's in these moments that faith in the process becomes crucial. When you continue to cultivate the mindset, emotions, and behavior aligned with your desired future, even without external evidence, you're telling the quantum field that you trust the process. And it's that trust that creates the space for the universe to work in your favor. So, the daily practice of aligning your mind and emotions with the future you desire is what ultimately creates the reality you dream of. It's not just about positive thinking or having good intentions. It's about living, feeling, and being this new version of yourself. And when you master this art, you'll realize that the life you want isn't in the distant future. It's already here, waiting to be recognized and manifested through you.